What up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Real Spit. Today we got Coyia, also known as CoyiaTheOwner, in the building.
Yeah,
how you doing today?
I'm doing good. Thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here for real. I know I'm like real reserved, but you know I'm thankful you had me on your podcast. Dope vibe here. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it.
Thanks. So, my question is, how did you get? You do real estate, right?
Yes, so I do. I'm a real estate investor. It's what I call it. So, I own 2 properties, and I'm 25. So I actually have a YouTube where I talk about it and give examples of how other people that's 25 and younger. Because for real, you can start off at 18. Like it ain't like owning a property isn't as hard as people think. So I'm not a realtor, but I'm an investor. So yeah.
Okay. So what's the difference? What's the investor like? Okay, explain it.
So being a realtor, like most realtors don't even own their house, but they selling a house. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's like think of a car salesman not even owning a car.
He rode the bus to work.
Yeah, but selling all these cars, which nothing's wrong with it, but people think realtors have the expertise, which they have the expertise. They go to realtor school. I done did it myself, but from my own personal knowledge and just doing my own research with real estate, it takes more than just selling a house and just knowing the pretty stuff about a house, like the fact that it got granite countertops.
I don't care about that. I'm just saying. That's what I'm about.
But yeah. Like it's more to a house than just the way how it looks. Yeah. And a realtor, that's pretty much what they do. You know, they just trying to sell it.
The experience.
Yeah. And it's good realtors out there. You know that's more that they try to help out investors. Because investors, we going in, we fixing up the house. You know what I'm saying? We sometimes building houses. So you know what I'm saying?
So
we
y'all
doing all
buy the house that's like you'll go buy a house that's been sitting there and well, not necessarily that one, but and fix it up and then resell it.
So that's a flipper. So that's a person that flips. They call themselves investors too, but like for me, like an investor is someone who goes like I bought my property, right? I bought my duplex. And when I first got my duplex, it was like raggedy. Like think of like when you go to school, you know how they have the ceiling, the little squares in the ceiling. Yeah. Like I had like the school floors, the school ceiling.
You had to renovate.
Yeah, I had to renovate. Like I had all of that. So I ended up doing the gray walls, the nice brown wood floor. Making it nice. The new toilets and doing all of that. So
you more so invest in the property so you can make the
and then I keep it. I don't sell it. Because you actually earn more money by keeping the property over a long time period. You know what I'm saying?
She said, then I keep it.
Yeah,
so
I keep it.
Don't sell it, keep it.
Yeah, rent it out. Sure, I do Airbnb. Yeah.
You do Airbnb here?
No,
you out here now?
I'm wanting to do Airbnb. I haven't got in it yet. Right now, I got long-term tenants.
Okay, so are you in other states like?
No,
have you branched off yet? Like
that's my next thing that I'm doing. I'm actually looking for a property out of state. That's my next thing that I've been stacking towards.
If y'all need somewhere to live, I don't know if she got property available, but
everything's booked right now. But
she's full.
But
she's full.
So that's pretty much it. Like I own properties, and like I could tell you like how I got started, like what made me how I did it. Yeah.
How what got you into that? Like what got you into property investing? Like what got you into it?
Yeah, for sure. Honestly, YouTube. Like I know so many people be on YouTube. They learn how to cook. They learn how to do hair. And I just got learning how to invest in properties. Like I always been into money, like trying to figure how to be strategic with money. Like even with my retirement, like it be 20-year-olds, they don't got no 401ks, they don't got no type of retirement. You know what I'm saying? And like even with my retirement, like my retirement is structured in a way to where I'm gonna be set. Like so it's
what time you already know when you retire?
Yeah, I'm retiring
She's
at 40.
ready.
I'm retired at 45. Like, I'm trying to set myself up. So yeah, I'm real serious about like being strategic with my money. So, I've been like it ever since I first started working. Like I was just always stacking money. Like my friends would be spending it, getting their nails done, but now I will always stack my stuff. So I just learned what to do with it.
I wasn't strategic until I got older. I mean, I'm still not strategic. I mean, I pay my bills strategically, but
yeah.
As far as buying stuff, I just go buy.
You just go buy, and that's what we all do. You know what I'm saying? But it's like you just gotta sit back and think like every dollar you spend, like think of how hard it took for you to earn that dollar. You know what I mean?
It's hard to get money, but it's easy to spend it.
Exactly. Yeah, like if you making $14 an hour. And then you go buy some Levi jeans that's $59. You know what I mean?
3 hours.
Yeah, 3 hours of your time. And so
that's why that's what made me get out of working. Like once I thought about like, okay, I'm making $14 an hour.
Right.
So basically, the job's telling me I can only make $14 in an hour. No. I know I can make more than $14 in an hour
by going out here doing whatever you gotta do for sure.
Yeah, but not
illegal.
Yeah,
but
ain't illegal.
But nah, I still work, but I work. I don't have to work. I'm gonna be honest. I don't have to work.
You work because you just work.
Yeah, I work because like. Same thing I'm just saying, like just strategically like get my money. Like for example, if
she's getting money. She's a bag maker.
No,
she
like,
didn't know it till today. You're a bag maker.
But like okay, like for example, like me being in real estate, right? One way that makes it easier for me to get real estate is because I do work. So if you got a W-2 job and you work in 2 years, it's automatically easier for you to be able to get houses and get.
You got a source of income.
Yeah, versus if I just go out being an entrepreneur, then they wanting to see more.
Brand flow, where you get your money from, how you get it, when did you get it, like,
exactly.
How much did you get? Like,
how frequently is it coming in? But where if they see 2 years of me working at a job, then I'm easily gonna be able to get that loan. And people are scared of loans and stuff like that. You never should be scared of a loan when it comes to a house.
Not the house. I'm scared of a loan personally because, like I said, I'm not strategic with the money.
Real Spit is sponsored by Bag Makers Clothing, a brand and lifestyle made by us for you.
But not like, for example, like even with your podcast, like on my YouTube channel, I just was talking about business credit, right? Mm-hmm. So, we talked briefly before this. Mm-hmm. It sounds like you got multiple businesses, right? Mm-hmm. You should be having an EIN number, LLC, for each of them businesses. Like,
so I got a question. I'm trying to understand an S corp. Do you know anything about that?
A little bit, not too. Well, see, this is how I feel. People that say they know more about it, you talk to an attorney. So whenever it comes to setting up these different business structures, I always talk to an attorney. Don't go through like LegalZoom. Don't go online.
That's what I did with my first LLC, and I didn't like it.
Yeah.
They charged me like $300 for something I could have did myself.
Right. Nah, you shouldn't be paying $300 for no LLC.
But I thought I was getting some stuff that. Yeah, I learned my lesson.
Right. You learn, but so like for example, like let's talk about like the podcast. Let's talk about this, right? Mm-hmm. And this is just one way you could be more strategic, right? So you bought all of this, I'm assuming, with your own money, right? Mm-hmm. So if you had an EIN number, LLC, for this podcast, you can just be able to go get a credit card and get a 12-month interest-free credit card. And now it's like, like you using credit, right? But now you're building up your business credit. And with business credit, you feel me? If you want a car and you got a car note, right? You can get all of that under your business name.
See, I don't know nobody who like. I need you.
You can get all of that under your business name. Like for example, my real estate LLC that I just created it back in January. I sat down with a lawyer, did all of that, and I just got approved last month for a car loan through my business. But I'm not going. I ain't doing it yet. But just to explain, like it ain't even gonna go on my personal name. Like I buy that car, it ain't going on my personal.
Yeah, see, I've heard about those things, but I don't know how to go forward with like proceeding with the what's next. Like what do I do to like I don't know like
for sure.
So that's why like people be asking for merch. Like people won't, like when I go do shows, they won't get shirts and stuff. But I don't have shirts on hand because I would have to spend my money up front. I don't know how to go to get a business loan, and I don't
Business
know,
credit. Yeah.
you know, I don't know
Right.
the sources, where to go. Like I even, like I don't know.
So I'm gonna just go ahead and tell you now, like it's all tied into real estate. Cause at the end of the day, like my YouTube channel, CoyiaTheOwner, like I started off with real estate, but really overall, it's just about money. Like it's about money and how to best utilize your money. So like one way with the podcast. So for a podcast, you might not really need to get a lawyer for that. You can just go create your LLC, and you do that by going to, we in Kentucky, so you go to Kentucky.gov, you know, create your LLC. Then you go get your EIN number from IRS.gov, right? And then you create your business bank account. You got to create a business bank account. So Novo, as an online bank, they don't charge you no fees or nothing like that. You want to go through a bank account that don't have any fees. But really, what you really want to do, you want to go to a bank that you know you want to borrow some money from them later on in the future, because that way you building a relationship. So my business, I got a business bank account with Novo. It's an online account. I don't even use it.
Novo.
But another business bank account that I have is Park Community Bank. You know, like
okay, I know who they are.
Yeah, a credit union. Credit unions is.
So you can have 2 business bank accounts.
Yeah.
See, I'm business. I'm like, I know how to start a business and run it, but I don't know
You don't know how to
business literacy.
Yeah, for sure. And not only business literacy, because you can get a business and you can run it, but you also got to scale up, right? Because you don't want to keep having to keep fork over all this money.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at right now. Like I'm getting angry with shit. Like I'm tired of spending my money on this and this. It's time for me to reap the benefits. Like,
right. Yeah, and that's how I was getting with real estate. Like I was like, man, I'm paying all this money to get this house fixed up and blah 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 blah. And then that's why you just got to talk to like-minded people. I started talking to other real estate investors, hearing how they doing it, and it made it easier for me. So anyway, like for example with Park Community Bank. Park Community Bank, and this is even for real estate too. Park Community Bank has a program called OWA, O-W-A, where they want to help. O-W-A. Yeah, where they want to help minorities. So black people, we as minority as it get. You know what I'm saying?
I got 3 businesses.
Yeah. So
at one time right now, I can show you all 3 of them in here. Like it's crazy. Like,
no, I believe it. Like it's a dope setup in here. Like I feel like the camera don't get the vibes of how dope this setup is. Like it's really dope and creative how you have it. But yeah, like so for example, you got the LLC, you got the EIN number. Now you got a business bank account with Park Community, and you doing transactions with Park Community. Now they seeing that okay, this person, it does show an income that their business is bringing in a revenue consistently. Now, a few months later down the road, I just got my Park Community, my bank account with them probably like back in March. And so then this upcoming, last month in August, I applied for my business car loan. And I got approved, I got approved right off the bat, and it wasn't no high interest either. Like a lot of these auto dealerships are like giving high interest. Like mine was anywhere between 3 to 5% based on what I got what year I would buy. You know what I'm saying? Which is
if I come get a car, I want the new one.
Yeah. So like I said, like if I would have got that car, I'm not getting it because I'm just changing my mind on it. But if I was to get a car, the inquiry goes on my credit report. Like the fact. You know what an inquiry is. Yeah, like that's gonna go on my credit report, but the loan itself doesn't go on there.
Oh, okay.
And that's the reason why it's good to get business credit, because you don't want the loan. You don't want it to seem like you in all this debt.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I don't like. Like I finally growing up, I had some debt, but I got out of that. So I don't want to. That's why I most so don't want to get a loan, because I don't want to be in debt. Like I'd rather invest my money in myself. Opposed to going to get somebody else's money and invest it in me. Then on top of that, I don't like it makes me feel, when somebody else puts in their money on what I have. It makes, I don't know, some people feel like it's theirs. Are they I'm not with that part owner. I don't know.
And see that, like, and I get what you're saying completely, but that is like, I don't want to say like the downfall of black people, but that's what's wrong with black people, like as a culture. Like we are so like individualized. Like we move out of home hella quick. We got to move out of our parents' house at 18. Oh, yeah. Like, you know, we so individualized. Like, nah, I'm on to come up on myself. Like either you with me or not. But if we would do things in partnership, we would have more money because white people do it. Yeah. Like all these other cultures do it.
They shop within their culture.
Asian people do it. Like Asian people bring their family home from over in Vietnam, and they all working at this beauty salon. And then not only that, they own the beauty salon, but the beauty salon has 3 to 4 apartments attached to it. Oh, yeah. And so now they've written out these apartments, and then they getting money from the beauty salon, and plus they sending money back over to their family. You know,
they
like
probably living tax free.
Yeah. It's so many different benefits, and like our culture, we just so stuck on doing it by ourselves.
Yeah, I mean, it ain't more so doing me. I ain't more so trying to do it by myself because I do got a team.
Yeah.
But I did a lot by myself.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, and I'm more so afraid of the loan. Like I don't want to be in debt. Like
nah, for sure. So like these credit cards that I'm telling you about when I'm saying getting business credit. So I know I did talk about the auto loan, right? But say you just got a business credit card and bought all of your stuff, like all your podcast stuff, right? Mm-hmm. These credit cards got 0% interest for 12 months. That's for a whole year. Like you go to Renter Center, they only give you 0% interest for 90 days. You know what I mean? These cards, they giving it to you for an entire year. So it's like you just pay it off before the year's up. And it's all about like keeping your cash.
Yes.
Always spending like other people's money. It's like, yeah, you might gotta loan her. You don't want to over leverage yourself to where you paying all these loans and stuff back. You don't want to do all of that, but you don't want to be spending all your own money either. So
yeah, I know the feeling of that. So. I need to spend somebody else's money. It's about that time for me. Like,
yeah. So it's like, you know, and yeah. So like, it's similar with real estate. Like some people don't want to own a house because they scared to get a mortgage, and like they think, like for example, one of my houses was $100,000 when I first got it. Now it's worth more, but the loan was $100,000, but I didn't have to pay $100,000. I only had to pay 3 to 5% of that. You know, so I only had to pay $3,500. And then I had to pay closing costs. So altogether, I had to pay about $8,000. You could stack up $8,000 with taxes. You know what I mean? You get taxes back. Like $8,000 is not as hard to come up with. You can get $8,000 and be able to get you a $100,000 house. You know what I'm saying? So.
Sheesh, 8,000 get you 100,000.
Yep, and then now you also get equity too.
You need to start a class. You started a class too.
I got my YouTube, so y'all make sure y'all follow me, CoyiaTheOwner. But I know I can just go on and
I'm more so of a hands-on learner. Like I'm getting a lot of game like right here. I could go on YouTube and watch it, but it ain't gonna be the same. I'm just saying. But go check out the YouTube channel.
CoyiaTheOwner, yeah, for sure.
Man, she's giving me out a game. For real. She's giving me the game too. She's giving us the game, man. Yeah, I'm not trying. Let's go get a house.
Yeah, for sure. Especially like when rents going up, you know, like just so like I definitely
do you do commercial properties? You don't.
No, I don't do commercial. I did have an opportunity to own like a commercial building, but I didn't follow through with it because I don't feel like it. I just don't feel like learning something new right now. But I feel like when it comes to
I need a commercial.
Yeah.
Like I need a building.
Well, see, I don't want to. I think, like for example, say you was to get a building, right? Mm-hmm. Instead of buying just the building itself, now because now you dependent. If you buy just that building itself, it's basically paying. You might as well just lease it because it's basically paying rent. You got to depend on your business to be able to make the property, to be able to pay for that mortgage, right? That's why I was explaining the Asian community. The Asian community, they'll have a nail salon and 3 to 4 other apartments on top of that.
Yeah.
That's what you want. You want a mixed use space.
Yeah, see, if I get one, I'm most definitely gonna host, like, since I do music, like, we're gonna host, like I said, open mics, album release parties. People can host baby showers here. Like,
for sure.
Like, it's gonna be a that's what I more so wanted for. Like, I ain't gonna just buy a building. I know what you're saying. Like, don't buy a building just to have the building.
Yeah,
have a purpose for the building.
Right, and definitely that, but also I feel like everybody always is gonna need to rent an apartment, right? Have apartments on top of that building. Do not just go buying the building itself. Make sure you can buy a mixed use property.
Okay, that's what that is. Okay.
So, like, for example, I don't know if it's still online, but on Zillow, because I look on Zillow and I look on other, it's called MLSs. I look on other MLSs to look at different properties in the city. There was one right off Broadway. It was a hair salon, right? And I ain't gonna lie, I was definitely thinking about it because a lot of my friends is in the beauty industry. I'm like, man, I could really go ahead and buy this hair salon, and then I could it was a hair salon and it had 2 apartments in it.
Rent the apartments
So yeah, I was like, I can rent the apartments out and I could have these hair salons, and then I could rent out the booths to my friends. Like, that's what I was thinking. But I changed my mind on it just because it's like I'm not too familiar with the industry like that to be doing all of that. But nah, like, another reason why you want to do the mixed use, right? Because if you just go buy that property, right, you're going to have to put 20% down if you get commercial. But if you do mixed use, you can still use it as if you just buying a residential home. So you could say you're going to live in one of the apartments.
I am.
You know? Yeah. Don't just say it because it'll be illegal. But live in
I'm
one.
not just going to say it. I will.
Yeah. Live in one of the apartments.
Yeah. Can I put like a family member in one? Like, is that illegal?
It's a little touchy, you know.
That's far off the script.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. We talk off
ain't for everybody.
So live in one of the apartments and then rent out the other apartment and then do your business in the building. Like, it's a guy, I can't think of his name, but he owned his own restaurant. If anybody that knows, restaurants are the top leading business that fails. You know, like, I don't know if you've seen, but that basketball player that I can't think of what his name, but he had a restaurant on 4th Street. It's not there no more. Restaurants are the top leading businesses that's going to fail. So this guy, he owned a restaurant, but he also owned, with the restaurant, it was like 4 other apartments on there. That rental income that he was making from the apartments was enough to allow his restaurant to get real big. Now it's a really big, popular restaurant in Atlanta, just because he wasn't dependent on the money from that restaurant. And that's how it is with, like, any business. You don't want to depend on no money from the actual business, because businesses between a year to 3 years, you're not making no money. It's a fact. Like, it's
especially
hard
when you start.
Yeah, when you starting, you're not making.
Yeah,
because you investing. So you want to be able to have other income sources that make it to where you don't have to make money from there. You know. So
I need some of them.
So you know, like a mixed use property, look into that. You know.
I am. I'm gonna get you to help me look into it. Like,
and then you only gotta have, like I was just telling you, 8,000 to get 100,000. Same thing there.
8,000 to get 100,000.
Yeah.
Just give me out a game, man. Make sure y'all listen.
It's the same thing. So.
You better be listening.
Yeah. So now, like, it's so much different, like, hacks out there, because that's what it really is. Like, when it comes to money, like, people just think about money like, oh man, I gotta make the most money. It's all about hacking. Like, when I got my first 2 properties, I was making under $40,000. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't even making money. Like, I was working at the census, making $18 an hour. Now, I stayed at home with my mom, so that helped, but it definitely helped. That's why I advocate that everybody should stay at home with their parents. I don't believe in moving out at 18, unless it's toxic. If it's toxic,
that's too far for me.
I believe I don't care at any age. Like, you know, like, it's some women that judge men if they live at home.
Yeah.
Like, if you living at home and you stacking and you doing something with a purpose, like, nah, like, I'm not I don't believe it's any age where you can't live at home.
I think I got too much to go back to my Dukes now.
Yeah, I heard you.
I can't even.
I heard you.
I'm gonna have to clear the living room out to set up the podcast.
Yeah, for sure.
Mama, don't come downstairs for 2 hours. It's gonna.
Nah, for sure. But just like, back then, like, especially when you young, like, the older you get, the more you want to be independent. But, like, I'm going to be 100. Like, I just moved from my family's house. Like,
man, if I could have stayed at home and saved money, I would.
That's what I did. I stayed at home and I saved.
Now she owns shit.
Yeah,
she ain't come outside till she owns something.
Like my family be thinking I'm crazy. Like, Coyia, you can't. Why are you doing that, girl? If I was you, I would do this, and that. But nah, like I know what to do.
I was just thinking of something earlier. I was thinking like that too. Like I be telling people what I'm thinking, and they'll be like, nah, bro, nah.
You can't do it. Yeah.
I know they don't believe it, but I was like, God did. Like I was
exactly.
just thinking, like,
nah, seriously.
You might not see my vision, but God did. Like he gon'. That's why I don't be
DJ Khaled knew what he was saying.
I was like that, and I don't really be saying that. I just now started saying. I just thought of it, like, dang, people don't be seeing what I be seeing when I be saying. Like I be having thoughts, and I tell them, they be like, nah, like they might not understand that I see my vision, but God did.
For
like,
sure.
Man, and that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's how I got where I'm at now.
No, for
God
sure.
did. No.
For sure, like you gotta, be careful with what you tell people and stuff like that, cause like
take ideas. I'm learning that now.
Yeah, like people waste their mind so much on just silliness. You know what I mean?
Facebook, Instagram.
Yeah. It's like, man, the mind is such a beautiful and powerful thing, and if you just allow all your ideas to come to light, like you would just be.
I'm stuck on the part. I ain't gonna lie. My brain works like this. Like I still got this part where I was a kid, where everybody probably heard this when they was a kid. You can be anything you want to be when you grow up. I'm growing up still. I'm still learning. So I'm still being different stuff. Like I don't know what I am yet. Like I'm still learning. I'm willing to learn new things. Like I don't know how to do that, but I'll learn. Like let me watch you do it. Like
Yeah, for sure. That's the way to be.
That's how I am. And then once I learn one thing, like just because I learned how to do this and I might be good at it, I don't like to get comfortable in the same spot. I need to go do something else. Like,
for sure.
Like now I know this. It's time to learn something else. Like,
sure.
I gotta learn something else.
Like, just continue building your knowledge.
That's how I got into carpets and rolling trays. Like I just start like, dang, I can do that. Like, then I buy this and now I'm doing this. Like, you know.
Nah, for sure. Like that's the way to be. Same. So
I didn't know I could do podcasts. I did podcasts. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Like,
that's how
it was just an idea at first.
Yep. And that's how it is.
Like,
and it's just keep doing it. You keep getting better. Like that's how it works.
So what you got next? What's next for you? More duplexes?
Yeah, more duplexes. Nah, definitely that. But next,
definitely that.
Nah. Next for me.
So you own 1 or 2 or 3?
I own. Nah,
Monopoly, I heard.
Man, I hope. I want. I'm trying. Nah, I own 2. I own a house and a duplex. So,
Okay.
And
that's what you call a suplex.
Man. But my goal next is I'm looking to buy another property in Louisville, but initially I was going to be just buying something straight out of town, but I want to buy one more property in Louisville. Then I want to...
A house or a duplex?
I'm gonna get a house the next time, and I'm gonna do a short-term rental. So it's putting it on Airbnb. I'm renting it out to a nurse. That's my goal.
Dang, she got a nurse.
Yeah, I'm hoping like I.
What about an entrepreneur like me? I can't. I'm just like.
The nurses that travels.
Okay.
Yeah, traveling. Yeah, because I want to do like.
Correction.
Yeah.
Traveling nurses, get that up. In a little bit, she'll let y'all know.
Right, yeah. But I want to do that, and then after that, it would definitely be to buy something out of state, because I want to have properties in each state that I want to travel to. That way I don't got to pay for hotels and all that. And then when I'm not there, Airbnb them.
I'm going to have 50 houses in 50 states.
There
I keep saying, like, people be, that's one of the things people be like, cuz you wow. Like, it's going to be dope.
I think it's dope. I think That's my next goal.
I want a Monopoly. I'm good at that. Like that's the first game that I learned I was the best at.
Monopoly, yeah.
Real talk. When I learned that Monopoly's like real world, like real life. Like it's crazy. You can go to jail. You can all that shit. You can not have no money. You can be out.
And on Monopoly, like it shows like if you don't invest none of the money, if you just collecting, I'm
investing in all the property. Listen, everything I land on, I'm investing in. They be mad at me.
Yep.
Cause I own. Listen, I will own 3 of one property and then 1 of everything else. Yep. And I don't care. Every time you come, I'm gonna have hotels on here. And every time you come around, I don't care about paying you $26. I pay $26 because when you come around the mountain, you're my $750.
That's exactly how it is. Yeah, that's really what it is. Even like in real life with real estate, like it's the same thing. That's why I'm like, man, I want to own. I used to be like, I'm gonna own all of Louisville, but nah, like I don't need that many properties here. I need a property here, some properties here. The way if I ever need them to live in myself. And then, go out of town with it. So that's my next goal. I want to go out of town.
She's out of town with it, bro.
Out of town.
She don't want to sell it. She want to buy it.
And out of country.
She's going out of country, too.
Yep.
She's going worldwide. She's going worldwide. Coyia worldwide. That's going to be the next one.
Hey.
But yeah, man. Where can they find you on social media?
Yeah, for sure. So my Instagram is CoyiaTheOwner, which is Coyia, the owner. I think y'all can spell that, but
it'll be down here at the bottom.
Yeah. And my YouTube is CoyiaTheOwner as well, and that's pretty much it. YouTube and Instagram.
You ain't on Facebook?
No.
She on it.
I leave that for the family.
Buy a house. Come get with her.
Yeah, for sure.
She gonna show you how to invest in the property. Then keep it. Don't sell it.
Right? Yeah. Don't sell it.
That's what I need to do. I know.
But yeah,
if you need business funding, go to her page. She gonna,
Yeah, I give some little business credit tips.
Yeah, she give you some tips.
I give tips.
I got
finances on everything.
Yeah, just rewind the video back to the beginning. You get the jewels.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, I want to thank you for coming by.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
I'm gonna have to get with you and give me some business. Nope. Just go to your YouTube.
Yeah.
Go to the YouTube.
Go to the YouTube. I talk all about it. I actually use podcast as an example. So.
Okay.
So you can hear it directly.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
All right, y'all. We out.
Bye, you guys.